Hello everybody and welcome to my final FC24 video. It's going to be a club tour. But first, before we jump into that, this EA released this last night or yesterday at like 6ish, I assume. I wasn't really paying attention, which I probably should have, because I did not realise it comes out on the 20th, because I've pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, as I assume maybe about 10 to 30% of the fan base, I don't know. Or the player base has ordered that. So, and the web out comes out Thursday. This comes out this Friday. So, it's gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the videos up till about Sunday, maybe Monday. Because so Friday I work Friday, and then I work Saturday. So I possibly could get one up on Saturday. But yeah, I'll just check something. So yeah, obviously comes out on the 20th. This isn't a video obviously about this going through it. Like, looks sick. Go watch the Nepenthez one on this because he does quite a good one. What I wanted to highlight was so one thing I'm interested to see is whether you can complete this with only playing like career mode and maybe Ultimate Team, because here you have a clubs objective. I don't play clubs as a just because I don't have friends really to play with, and that's the best way to do it. Or other things like, so I don't really just play clubs. So for me, am I gonna miss out on the season because that I haven't played any of the clubs one, which would then mean I miss out on certain rewards, or because I think they sort of hinted at it, or it was somewhere in here. You can complete pretty much most of the season without having to go out of your way to play like a clubs. I'll probably do career mode and Ultimate Team because they're the two ones I do play the most, but I don't really play clubs. So that's hopefully you can still complete it. Normally on FC24 you could complete a season, and then EA in the final week of the season would drop a load of XP to make sure most people get there. And then Rush, I'm interested to see, obviously with these players, they look quite good. Then they've revised champions, which is needed doing, and the rewards look mental for rank 1. And then on Twitter, if I'll give me a second, I'll find it. So this is rank 1. The board rewards, already you've seen it, mental. Rank 2 is a big drop off in coins, like almost 100k. I was expecting it to be 50k. Drop off. You lose an 85 times 10, but you gain an 84 times 10. Tradable. You don't. So Icon's exclusive, but you get a base hero minimum 86, so that takes out quite a decent chunk of the heroes. Then 288 untradable, and 182 times 25, which is mental for the first week or whatever Foot Champs is going to be. And then 2 team of the week by 3 packs. Rank 3, 80,000. I feel like they've gone a bit harsh on the coins. The coin loss, but you get a base hero, 287 untradables, an 83 times 10 tradable, another 82, 283, 2 times 3 team of the week, so tradable, and an untradable 82 times 20. Rank 4, again, not dreadful. That's 10 wins, I think. And then, no, where is it? Rank 5, I think this is 9, I think. I could be wrong. 45,000. Obviously, there are still some good heroes. Like, you've got Yaya Toure at like max 87. A team that tradable, so that could be 40, 50k. So, rank 5 looks okay. Rank 6, potentially okay as well. But maybe not quite as good as the others. And then obviously rank whatever, and yeah. So they're not bad. And then it looks like David Alaba's going to be released. It could be quite expensive. And then I'll get onto this in a second. So that's obviously with Champs Rewards, and there's a custom celebration. So rank 1 is 15, rank 2 is 13, rank 3 is 11. Why is that open? There we go. Then rank 4 is 10, rank 5 is 9. It's obviously ST. So, as a lot of people have been saying, these are all separated by 1 win. So from rank 3 to rank 8, 1 win will make a whole load of difference. Which could be like, so if you're like 9 and 3, you could potentially go you could potentially get 11 wins. Or you could stay at 9. So that is, I'm not, and obviously they've changed qualifiers as well. To from 10 to 5, and you have to go 3 and 5, which is, yes, you have to go 3 out of 5 wins. Champs qualifiers was quite easy. I think I failed it once in 2 years or 3 years. However, I think it was 2 years. It's been or maybe 3, 2 or 3 years, whatever, however long it's been a thing, and 98% of the time I've gotten 11. Sometimes I've gotten 14. I think once I got 16, which is like, what the hell was I doing? And then I think I got 9 once or twice. I got 9 once this year, but that's I was having trouble with my Wi-Fi where I currently am, so I took it home, and then I just couldn't settle and get a good plan. But I didn't upload it. So, and then this is the Elite Division rewards. Mental, apart from the 2 mega pack. Squad battles. Yeah, but they have also changed the 5 wins equals 15 points. So a win is 3 points. So you need 45 wins to get 45 points, so 15 wins to get upgraded thing. But they've taken the weekly rewards from 3 to 5, so that's not too bad. But the upgraded rewards from 7 to 15. It should probably be 10 on 12. It shouldn't be more than double the like. But then the rewards are better, so the correlation is there type thing with more games, better rewards. Squad battles haven't really mentioned anything too much. And then evolution. So this is one thing. So what I imagine is, so from what I understood, this one is so and evolutions, like they've changed evolutions to work with a, like, they'll stop at so if you put in someone with 80 pace, last year they had to get to 90, this year they get to 90, but someone with 85 pace wasn't eligible this year, so they've put in a cap, so you can put the player in. So even if they have 89 pace, you can put them in, they'll get +1, but you'd still be able to upgrade their other stats. So, for example, if I can find Footbin, a Donyell Marlon, say, he's got 89 pace. He would get a +1 in pace, but he would get better stats in the like shooting, passing, dribbling, defending. So it will cap out the stats, which I am quite looking forward to, in a sense. And then what I assume is 90. So if you've got over the pace, they've said that you just can't use them. From what I understood with how this works. And then icons, I think everybody's most looking forward to using Bale. I think, but honestly, Buffon with keepers being buffed, I'm curious to see, and same with Thuram, because I've never. I know his 2 sons play football in Kefir Thuram, and the one that plays for Inter, who looks like a decent starter card. You also get these icons to start off in career mode. I don't quite know how they work in career mode. I've not really bothered reading too much up on it. Heroes, everybody's looking forward to Eden Hazard, I'm guessing. I'm quite looking forward to Tim Howard, to be honest, because I played as a goalkeeper when I was younger, so I like goalkeepers. Matuidi also looks good. Looks like he'll be good, and Di Roberto will probably be quite expensive. But they're the quick things I wanted to say. Oh yeah, members. So you just have to play FC24 by 27th, before the 27th of September this year, and you will get in Ultimate Team a Roll Plus Plus evolution. So you can give a player, I assume, that a plus in that in a role. So I could give Rico Lewis a plus plus, and then that's pretty much it for what I wanted to go through. So I will jump over to the Ultimate Team and I will show you my final club. Right, so I'm in Ultimate Team and this was my final squad. Sorry, this is my final Man City squad. I was looking for these three players, but I've just not seen them at all. Obviously, you've got 297s. And I've not seen Gvardiol once. So I think the big thing I regret from this year's FC is not doing the 82 Gvardiol in an evolution. That is the one thing that did annoy me. For example, the Centurion centre back. I know he could go into that. I think I thought about doing it, but I never got round to it. So this was my final team I used in Champs. And honestly, it was alright. I went to Enzo because of Messi's chemistry and whatever. So this was my final Champs team. Pretty much all 99 apart from Jarzinho, De Bruyne and Walker. But I feel like Walker's the best right back on the game. And I had Frimpong at left back because even though I have got Theo Hernandez and Karchawi, I've just not enjoyed left backs this year. Right backs have been different. I've quite liked them. And I did a Rico Lewis evolution. So I reckon next year on FC24, he's going to be quite good at Evo, I reckon. And I'm thinking, for FC25. And for FC25, I'm thinking about having a rule where I always have to have one Man City player within reason. So, for example, early on it might be Rico Lewis or Ortega. So I always have to have one Man City player in the thing. So it might be Rico Lewis, might be a De Bruyne, it might be Rodri, it might be Haaland, Savio, Doku, whoever it is. I end up doing. We'll always have to have one. So the bench ended up being Rondinho, Musiala, Alvarez, never got to use. Theo Hernandez, Putellas, Ginola, and Carvajal. That was my final bench, basically. I just didn't know who to have on the bench. So in the club, we've obviously got the 99 DePaul, which I managed to pack when he was re-released into packs. Pedri packed from Rivals, Pele 85 times 10s as Mia Hammers SBC, Puskas and Pickford were objectives along with Bonmati. But so I have out of all the 99s, I'm pretty sure I'm missing Beckham, Larbs and SBC, so I could quickly do that. I'm not gonna. So for me this year, even though there's loads of 99s. And I fully intended to go and complete pretty much every pretty much all the SBCs. They're just so expensive and they're time consuming. So I might do Bobby Moore because he's English and he's cheap. Eusebio is 23 squads. I'm just going to skip him. And then Maldini I'll probably do. Lama I'll do because he's cheap. Raul's cheap. I don't need them. So I might do just a couple more. Probably R9 and Hullet I will definitely just get done. I've packed that Rio Cristiano Ronaldo, I actually probably should do, like, finish off just to have Ronaldo, because he's the only one I don't have out of the best four, like top four. Bukayo Saka probably should do just for English, and then I'll finish these off. I'll leave Eto, but so there are a few players I probably should finish off. And for example, probably some of the final footy ones. I will miss out on Hansen, but I'll probably complete most of the others. So as I was saying, there's just so many 99 and high rated cards that are missing. It's gonna be impossible for me to get them all. So like FIFA 23, I think I missed out on an Mbappe. I feel like I missed out on an Mbappe. No, I definitely missed out on Neymar, Footy's Neymar. No, I didn't miss out on Footy's Mbappe. But last year, I managed to get most of them apart from two. Whereas this year, I managed to miss quite a lot of them. Just because of the sheer quantity and how reasonably difficult they are to pack. Like, I'm still missing Salah and Son. I've packed Foot Birthday Salah multiple times. I've not seen Son. I haven't seen Ronaldo. I've packed Frimpong multiple times. I haven't seen Morgan or Kerr. I've packed Putellas multiple times. And then Beckham and Salah I haven't seen. And then I've pretty much got everyone apart from... Then, yeah. And then Wirtz and Van Dijk aren't in packs, which I think is a bit stupid. Like, why weren't they re-released? Considering they're 99 rated, like, surely they put them in pack for footy, like, best of footies. Same with Palmer and who else? Stones and Doku definitely as well. Like, there are quite a few cards I'm missing. Like a Kante, that's a random one. So, yeah, I'm missing quite a few, and they're not on the market. Like, this Doku's the only Doku on the market. So, quite a few I'm missing. But otherwise, I do also have a load of them. I've got a load, but at the same time, I'm just missing a load. I mean, Rice team of the season was lovely. I think, now that I think about it, I really liked his... I skipped that one because I had this one, and basically identical, but +1. So there's not much point doing it, but apart from a different dynamic image. Fantasy Rise, I remember he was millions. I think Team of the Season Saka was broken, but never saw him or played him. Yeah, this Rice, now that I think about it, was actually quite good, and I just didn't like him. Maybe because he had the 57 agility and 68 balance. But this Saka for an 86 is awful. And he got 10 week, didn't he? Yeah. So, I have one of those Sakas. I think I have this one. But, yeah. They were different. So, that Rice was quite good. And then, I'm missing Team of the Season Foden. But, there is no Foden, like there's no Tots Foden on the market. I packed this 86 and I have an Evo of him, which I intended to put him into... Well, it was a free kick one, I think. But that would have made him like 96 with 5-star, 5-star or whatever. And again, 4 playstyle pluses. And it cost like 125k. I just forgot to put him in. Musiala, not that one, but I really like Musiala. Grincha was solid. Best, did I ever use him? No, I don't think so. Zidane, I couldn't. Well, Zidane was Zidane. Mainly his 92 that was out. I should know where Z is in. It's in alphabetical order. So I'm pretty sure. I thought that like earlier on, Zin yeah, there's like low rated ones which like used to be his baby and whatever. I knew this. I forgot this was a thing. Zinedine. I think one of them ends up being. Yeah. So I assume they assigned him, but if I put in, hopefully, if I put in just Dan, he'll pop up. But it's like that for Hullet and whatever. Yeah. So this card was an SBC, and it was great. Honestly, 357 games, 91 goals, 114 assists. Him and De Bruyne in midfield didn't quite work, so he replaced De Bruyne, I think. And yeah, he was a great card. Loved him. Really, I really did enjoy that card. And there's just plenty of. I've got a lot of them, like 91 Modric. If I can, it'll take me a while to get down. But I packed that 91 Modric from Foot Champs Rewards in Road to the Knockouts. I imagine Foot Champs will be for this year the second or third week of FC, because I think it'd be stupid to have it first week of FC 24, FC 25. Sorry, it would just be stupid to have that. I never really got to use Team of the Tournament Ake through just he not fitting my team. So I've packed a load of them, but just not a lot. Ivan Toney was so weird. Sometimes he was good, sometimes he was awful, and I just couldn't really get on with it. Where is it? Yeah, this Modric, 526 games, 52 goals, 145 assists. He was incredible before they nerfed technical. Then they nerfed technical, and he was like, he's still incredible. I just couldn't use him as well. And because he was medium, I was like, even though I used him and Zidane in the midfield, but it just didn't quite work as well as I wanted to. I used him and De Bruyne as well for a long time. Team of the Year George Best was lovely, and Team of the Year Sal was pretty decent as well. Didn't use him as much as I would have liked to have but oh well. Flashback Carrera was good and bad, but I just didn't use him. Grealish, I loved. I actually quite liked this card, and unfortunately Tex didn't win, annoyingly. Who else was there? Mbappe obviously almost got 1,000 games on him. He was good. 620 goals in 960 match. So he's got well over a contribution a match, to be fair. Might be some squad battles, but oh well. Lucio. Last year, one of the best centre back on the game. This year, I don't really see that many people using him. Surprisingly. Who else? Oshin Man. I packed his 88 early on in the game. He was class, from what I remember. Bernardo Silva. I packed Thunderstruck Bernardo Silva, and I was happy. I think I used him for a bit as well, and then just fell out of the team. 87 Flashback De Bruyne. What a card. And then I've evoed him, and I probably should have evoed him a couple more times. That's why I'm sort of looking forward towards FC 25. Because the thing that stopped De Bruyne going into a lot of evos, I think, was his passing. And they took ages to get round to an 87. So I think that stopped De Bruyne going into a lot of evos was his passing. For this, because it had 91, which, cool, like, it's high rated passing, but it just wasn't needed. Like, it was just a requirement on most of them that would have made him good and just didn't work. Team of the Year Addison would have loved to have packed, and I don't think I ever did. Instead, I packed Kane and Kim and Jae? Oh. Who were the Team of the Year honourable mentions? Because I know I packed two of them. Team of the Year honourable mentions. I packed Kane. Modric was a stupidly overpriced SBC. I packed Bernardo Silva. That was it. Would have loved Edison. Kvaratskhelia again was an overpriced SBC. I think Dante was an objective, I think. And he was quite good. Trent, I think a lot of people wanted because he could play CDM. Yeah, and centre mid. Although I didn't really see that many people use him as a DM. And obviously in FC25, with roles, you can now move him into a DM, which I'm incredibly looking forward to. Just having fun. So these are pretty much all my players at my club. Vinicius Junior, I did his player of the month when it right before Foot Birthday went out of packs and Galazzo went into packs. That was very stupid of me. I should have waited for Foot Birthday, or I should have done it during Foot Birthday. But it sort of came out in that final hour where I have to leave for a Friday to go to work at 5, and he came out at 5, or like then. So I probably could have got it done like the final hour of Foot Birthday. He came out of, and I just couldn't get him done because I had to leave to go to work, which was really annoying. But so I probably could have done it for a lot quicker and a lot cheaper with Foot Birthday impact, because I probably would have packed a few Foot Birthdays more. But again, like a load of good cards. Throwback. Van Dijk was the most broken centre back we've had in years, especially with Ariel. Who else was a good one? Winter Wildcard Hullet. Oh, that was a great card. This was a great card. What I wanted to do was, because him and Stones came out at roughly the same time, what I wanted to do was start Hullet off at centre back and Stones up at DM, and then swap them two in game, because Stones is a much better centre back and Hullet's a much better midfielder. But unfortunately, it took me so long to get Hullet done. I think it was almost during Team of the Year to finish it off. By the time I could use Hullet, Stones was no longer that good. I had better players. So even though I tried using it, it just wasn't worth it. But although I look at it, I probably could have got away with him at centre back for a while. Alphonso Davies, loved the card. I probably should have used him actually more of an attacker, but I just never did because I thought he was a left back. But I've sort of didn't realise he could play left mid or left wing. Theo Hernandez, this card was great. I put him in an Evo that I had a choice between 88 Dynasties Theo Hernandez or Radioactive Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that card was lovely. Hernandez, I remember. Did I keep? I don't think I did. I didn't keep Gavi either. I went back and watched a few my old RT Road, this year's Road to Glory, and just saw I did quite well in the first couple of months. I was up there once or twice a week for the first, once a week for the first, or once multiple times a week for the first month or two. And then I'd give it. Then it went down to 2 every week, and then it started just getting hit and miss. And I was like, yeah, should have kept better. But this Hernandez, I remember, along with the Gavi, I did because I was trying to do players, and I didn't like my team. And I think this was when I had that 88 Foden in and whatever. I just didn't like it. I couldn't get on with it. So I did Hernandez because I saw AA9 skills said he was good. He was okay, but his finishing was weird for me. He'd sometimes be as clinical as R9, or he'd miss Darwin Núñez. It was that much for me. Gavi was sick, but I used him as a cam when he should have been used as a box-to-box centre mid. That was a mistake. Trailblazers Cancelo was a card I always wanted to use, and when I packed him, he was out of meta. Just months out of meta. Future Stars Evos were cool, but just too many games in my opinion. Although Sergio Gomez was quite good, to be fair. Triple threat. That beats Haaland. I used him for 126 matches. He was class. He has more pace. He has quick step than his base card, and I think better dribbling. And he's obviously got the same. He has more play styles, I think, than his base one. And he was class. Trailblazers Alvarez was a card. I used this card for 500 games, and he was ridiculous. I'm sad to see him leave City, but ultimately 80 million. Who's going to say no? And then Trailblazers Rodrigo. Them two together are ridiculous. I remember. And then Triple Threat Kimpembe was good and bad at the same time. One of the ones where I got on with him, but I didn't get on with him at the same time. And then Fela Mendy was just pain this year, like he normally is at a good start left back. My Evo Fatty, I think this was one of the ones where you could use FC points, and he was like, this is one of the very few ones where I've said FC points. I spent FC points on the Evo. I think it's the only time I did actually, and it was well worth it for me. Then we got Founders Darwin Núñez. I also did Sterling as a Founders, and I wish I'd kept that because he could have gone into one of the Evos. And my first two Evos of Matip and Kamara. I sort of wish I had picked different ones. Like Kamara, I paid 5k for, and Matip, I packed first owner, and he was one of the better ones to go in. But unfortunately, he was medium. So work rates didn't work, along with John Stones, because he's a high medium. So although it probably would have worked, but just I couldn't make it work. But that is going to be this video finished off, and I will just quickly speak about FC25. As I said, I'm just going to quickly speak about the regrets I have not for the FC24. He's probably not doing enough Evos. Like, not evolving Gvardiol into that 85 Centurions, whatever, like centre-back when I could. So I do annoy that a bit. And then just not... that's my probably one big regret. And then, as I mentioned in the intro, I won't possibly... the first video might be a Sunday or a Monday for FC25. Because I'm busy. Like, I've got to work Friday. Saturday, I've got a family thing. Sunday, I've got a family thing. And there's that clash is Man City Arsenal, which is annoying. And then Monday, I've got to work, which I don't normally do. But I've got to work because there's a function on type thing. So it might be Monday afternoon or it might be Tuesday. One of the two will be the first FC24. Or I could be surprising and get it out Sunday. I have no clue, basically. It will just happen when it happens. Or I post do the first hour, just post that and then clip it down and make a video separately out of it. I might do that. So you get the first hour of me jumping on an FC25, like sort of like a live stream, but just not. So I'll have that. I might do that, and so you get to see the first hour of what I do, and then like say, episode 1 would be that clipped down, and then probably some more like squad battles in behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm gonna say I'll leave that here, and I will see you in FC25.